I'm the best, as you go. And I got it, and I own it on my own. Get my way up, and I go, it don't go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you go. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, and I go, it don't go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold.
I'm gonzo, got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give up. Nah, flex. You get up in your jets, feel to get up in your jets. While I soak up my success, getting tokens for your dress. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage. Acting real, stink coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you handsome. You ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend, go and put your pants on. Down.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Ready?
Up the middle with Eckler. And his second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's done. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. They call it a loss of a yard there. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Mitchell will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but It worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added that third element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Didn't I just say sit down?
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Ross on the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Mixon is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week, and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Hurts throw going into the hands of Williams. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Hurts. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On first down, Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt
Give me a second. I'll talk shit with you. Give me a second.
Get into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his man, London, right side. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Play action, they'll throw. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Here's Koo to kick it
That
off.
shit I heard that shit kind of fun. I ain't never been. I heard that shit kind of fun. Shit.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
From the 29, Hurts. That's caught in his tackler again. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Fucking shit, Cheetah, baby.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense.
I ain't had you down. I ain't never go up 40, though.
Now here's Ross. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. This is intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet, so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Hurts to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
His ass trash.
He's hit on just 50%.
His ass trash. I don't know why you scared to play that nigga. That nigga suck.
You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball down.
That nigga suck. He gonna inside zone your ass to death. That's it.
Game, you should be above 60% just to be in the
that nigga trash.
That punt was near perfection as it checked.
That nigga gonna run 150 inside zone. You can't stop that shit. You just suck.
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Well, you niggas is some funny niggas, bro. That's a part-time with that comedian shit.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to take it out
I can't
and deliver.
Yeah,
I play regular, bro. Like, what you mean?
Second down.
And that was a play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield.
Bro, this the same nigga that beat me and put me in the chat, bro. It's cool when they do it, though. Fuck out of here. That nigga did the same shit to me.
Second and 6. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That nigga put me in, that nigga beat me, put me in the chat. That nigga put me on Front Street. Like, I beat that nigga Vasky. That nigga Vasky some shit. Like, god damn.
Out of the gun now on third down. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And some space here. Touchdown, Falcons. Joe Mixon, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Falcons would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Man, my quarterback is throwing dots, man.
Up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds.
He played Duke next round, though.
This one is away.
If Duke beat Bird.
And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll throw now on the final play. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
He hasn't been sacked all game, and there's an example as to why. Evaded the pressure, got out of the pocket, but even with the extra time, it doesn't translate into a completion.
What happened? What's going on?
Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Throwing is Hurts. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. T.J. Watt, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. After the sack on first down, Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top for Kupp. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again.
He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Once again, they run with Mixon. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
They go play action with Hurts. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a good ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
I'm in a mad game right now.
To try again after the sack. Hurts. He's going to float this
yeah,
one
man,
deep
belt
right
ass.
side.
He's spanking shit.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Cheetah Bay with a pick. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for his defense in this ball game. But that's something right there, still in the 3rd quarter.
Hey, Duke, I finally got Eddie Jones, bro.
For a comeback, but maybe that's
that nigga went for 30.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Whoa.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Get rid of the mud.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot extra time on game.
He's got a man. Complete.
Bro, what you talking about? I just said I was going to play you after this game when it was me and you in the chat. What you talking about? I said when you first I've been in this party by myself. When you first joined, you joined in a party and you was talking shit. I said, bro, I'm gonna talk shit with you after I get out of this man game. I'm on Madden right now. And I said I will play you when I get done. Like,
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
I can't. That's a grown ass man, bro.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous.
They
knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now.
I like Marcus to win the game. Yeah, I bet 10. Hold on, Marcus play Swisher.
Here's Koo to kick off.
Yeah, I like Marcus to win the game.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game.
Bro, you will win a game against
their
Swisher,
special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That nigga don't do nothing special.
Up a 3rd and 10. He has just been completely taken out.
He don't do nothing special.
Single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys?
That's some dick sucking ass shit right there.
His number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Oh my God, this nigga's catching everything.
As the tackle's made at the Falcons 30. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And Jonathan Garibay out for the PAT.
And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They have
Damn!
You can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying
You
to
a founding father. What you on, Gabe?
into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again
Bro,
sometime,
good Swisher don't even talk.
do it, but yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Nah, Swisher was trying to make that shit kind of personal. I ain't even a perk.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier.
Bro, that is a grown-ass man. Why y'all be bringing me in shit that don't got nothing to do with me?
Akou just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off.
I don't know why y'all be bringing me in shit that don't got shit to do with me.
He will return this.
Yeah, bro, I'm in the game still, bro.
Not
Like,
a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get
That
back
nigga
into the
suck.
game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So as it plays out, it's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early.
that nigga finna bring. Man, let me cut my stream off. 'Cause I got spot.